Hello, hello, friends. Tiana Smith here with the Seven Figure Club. So excited to get to come to you and talk to you today about my proven system to scale. Let me know where you're joining in from and just making sure you can see me and hear me. So put a number 1 in the comments if you can see and hear me, and we'll get the party started in just a minute. I'm just wanting to make sure all the tech is working. So yeah, if you can comment, if you can see and hear me, and then we'll get started. I'd also love to know where you're tuning in from. Are you live? Are you replay? Where do you live? I always get so excited that, okay, great, I'm seeing some ones come through. And yes, let us know where you live. Another thing I would love to know is, what do you do in business, or what are you wanting to build? It's always just a great time to connect with other people, you know? And I also really want to say thank you for taking the time out on a Saturday morning or early afternoon if you're East Coast or in another country. So I'm seeing somebody from Missouri, New York City, Texas, California. Amazing. So happy to have you here today. So today I'm truly going to be pulling the curtain behind. I have some slides to share with you. The other thing I'm doing is in the comments right now, if you're joining where you can see the comments, I'm putting this for everybody, is the bonus group that the bonus workbook that I promised. It is in the comments right now. Now, what I recommend is you just really hone in on like following along with me live. Don't get distracted, but I do want to make sure that you get that bonus workbook. Can you guys see it? I started in the comments. Can you guys let me know if you can see the link there? Oh, we've got somebody from Dubai. Welcome. Hopefully it's peaceful for you soon there. Yeah, again, this is just something I love about the internet. I've actually had an amazing client in Dubai recently. He did a couple strategy calls with me, and from there, he'd never hit 10K a month, and he actually closed 12K in his first 2 weeks after our calls, and has gone on to be multiple 6 figures, scaling to 7. So, okay, great. You guys can see it. Thank you for letting me know. So I'm going to share my screen in just a minute as my download is still taking a moment to download. In the meantime, here's how we're going to run this. So here's what I recommend is close down all other windows and turn off your phone and alerts. Like, this is your time. I'm truly going to be sharing with you my exact framework for how I've built systems and marketed my business to close millions of dollars just myself, as well as tens of millions that I've automated for my clients through my systems. And so I'll be doing a little bit more intro in that as this downloads, and then we'll just get the party started. So I'd love to know in the comments, do you have any questions about like what this would look like for you? Are you pessimistic that this actually could be real, that you could actually break through? Or are you somebody that is like, you know what, I know it's possible. I've seen myself get there. I want to believe in this. I'd love to know on a level of 1 to 5 where you're at today. Okay, so 1 being like you're very pessimistic, and maybe it's not about me, it's about yourself. Or number 5, you're like, I'm all in. I'm here for this. I'm excited. I may not be there yet, but I know I can get there. I just feel like maybe I'm missing something. And then obviously if you're 3 or something like that, you're in between. So I'd love to know in the comments, like, where are you at today? Okay. And then I want to encourage you. So besides just staying laser focused and everything going on, is I am going to be offering a one-time offer at the end. Okay. So I'm going to throw it out there that, of course, I'm going to offer you the opportunity to work with me. Duh, hello, that's what we do on these workshops. But the way that I do this differently is I actually do believe in truly leading with real value, with real results, and I'm giving you a workbook, okay? So I know there's a lot of people in the field, and there are people I even love and like and adore and learn from. They don't believe in really teaching. They believe in like just showing you the gaps. So here's how I see it. I'm gonna actually show you the gaps. I'm gonna show you how to work through the gaps. But if you then want to shortcut the gaps at the end, and you either want it done with you or done for you, you have the opportunity today. And I'll give you a little heads up. I'm going to offer up to 50% off plus a 25K bonus if you're interested. And that's only going to be while you're live on this call. So I recommend, if you're digging it, as we go through it. Other than that, I'm going to jump right into strategy, into training, to teaching, to treating you like my VIP paying client. Okay. When I've done this same workshop in person, I charged $25,000 for it. Obviously, it was a whole weekend, but the framework that I'm teaching you today is something that is what people pay me for. Okay. So let's go add this to the stage. And can you let me know, number 2, in the comments, if you can still see, hear me, and now you can see my screen as we move through this workbook today. So just put a 2 in the comments, please. And again, so happy to have you. Let's rock this out. Let's get super laser focused and go for this. Okay. I'm so happy to be here and thank you all for coming today. Okay. So today, as you can see here, I'm going to be talking about my A2D system, which stands for Automate to Dominate. This is a framework that I have built for over a decade, and I'm going to share it with you today. So on page 2 here, you can see these are the 5 pieces I'm going to walk you through today. And these are my 5 pieces, my framework. Okay. So I love the whole planting the seeds. Is anybody else a plant person here? Just put a little cute plant emoji or be like, yes, or no, I always kill them, but you can learn. Don't worry. I used to always kill them too. And then I decided I really wanted to learn, which is a really good analogy for this. Just because something in the past hasn't worked, sometimes it's just a knowledge gap. So the same way a seed drops from a tree and it duplicates and duplicates, I have truly created this duplicatable framework. So one is the 7-figure strategy map. And that's where we're going to talk about like, what's your unique selling point? That's what USP stands for, to create 7 figures. Number 2, we're going to talk about your million-dollar brand identity. So luxury branding and consistent branding that demands high ticket. Number 3 is about your premium, irresistible, high ticket offer. There's high ticket and hybrid offers. Because some people I work with, they have like a low ticket offer where you really need a lot of people filling up that funnel. And then there's also the whole thing where there's high ticket. Some people really fast are asking where you can see the comments. I am not sure. I think this is a YouTube comment. I'm going to put a link really fast for that person over here. That way, if they want to come join, because I think they're watching on YouTube. So I'm going to put that and hopefully they can see that. It's founders7figureworkshop.com/live. Okay. So if you want to join from there, I think you can see comments and comment better. But I can see your comments, by the way. So then number 4 is systems to scale. This is the magic, but the truth is this, it's very much like baking. Does anybody in here like to bake or cook? Put in the comments if you do, or maybe you just like to eat baked goods. I like to bake. And I don't love to cook. I cook because I need to and I have kids and family. But baking's interesting because if you leave out, a teaspoon of baking soda, it just ruins the whole thing. So I really want to encourage you today, like you may have so many pieces together, but maybe you're missing that teaspoon. With a funnel, for example, maybe you've had somebody build a funnel or you've tried building funnels, but it's not working. That doesn't mean funnels don't work. That doesn't mean it could mean you're missing a couple key ingredients. So today I'm going to walk you through those systems. And then number 5, last but definitely not least, cash injection coaching, which is essentially turning your content, turning all these systems into high paying clientele, collaborations, media deals. When you're a founder and you focus on these 5 pieces, my friends, I'm telling you, there is no way you will not win unless there's ingredients you're missing, which when I audit people's websites and their presence and their back end all the time, and they're usually missing pieces. And so today we're going to walk through it and then we'll give you next steps if you so choose. Sound good? So put in the comments these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which one of these appeals to you the most right now? Where do you feel like your gaps are? You can choose a few, you can choose one, you could say all of it. So let me know in the comments real quick though, because again, like anything, let me encourage you. There's a couple ways of people I see succeed. One is people who are engaged, who communicate, and who put in. What you put in is what you get out. It's the same as a gym. You could join the gym, but if you never go work out, you'll never be fit. Right now, you're in this opportunity to be coached by me for free. I'm going to answer all questions like I am showing up for you. And the only thing I'm asking in return is energy. So let me know in the comments which one you're most interested in, or you feel like there's the most gaps for you at this time. And again, it could be all, it could be 1 or 2. So let's keep rocking it. You guys are doing awesome. I see all coming in. I see number 3 and 4. I see 1 and 2, all of it, all of it. Okay, let's rock it. Let's keep going. Okay. So now here's the thing. If you've already had success in the following areas, this is for you. Or if you want to have more success as well, right? If you're a coach, consultant, entrepreneur, service professional, agency or firm owners, that could be any of these kind of agencies, business owners, investors, real estate brokers, course creators, mastermind membership professionals, private practice owners, holistic health. I've actually helped people in every single one of these areas, which is so exciting. Creative entrepreneurs too, by the way, like creatives, artists, musicians. So I'd love to know from this list, or if it's like a subcategory of this list, which one are you? Let's put it in the comments right now. So I'd love to know, are you a coach or a consultant, an entrepreneur? Are you a hybrid? Hybrid is really also one of my specialties when we're talking about how do you create this income. It's really cool to get instant cash flow from high level, high ticket consulting or coaching, and then to partner that with, a course or a membership, but that's more low ticket. So that can help you with that residual income stream, but you do need a large email list. I'm going to break that down right now for you. Okay. So having been somebody who's been in business for 20 years, and been in marketing, media, design, the entertainment companies, publishing companies, I'm going to break this down for you. Okay. So cool. Let's keep rocking. If you're currently running a successful business or have sold a successful business, but are still looking to use your expertise, education, and experience to teach others how to have the same success as you, you're also in the right place. So like sometimes I work with investors or somebody who's like sold a business, but they have an expertise and they want to like, how do I reach more people? And friends, the way is YouTube. The friend is it's social media. It's having your own website. It's taking the power back. It's not asking for people to choose you, it's choosing yourself. Okay, so I'm excited to share this with you. Are you excited? Put in the comments if you're excited. So I'm seeing all one on those numbers earlier. It's awesome. Thank you for conversating with me. I'm seeing that somebody is a leadership trainer, coach, and speaker. Yes, speakers are fantastic because listen, when you position yourself in this way, this higher level way that I'm going to teach you today, you're going to have people coming to you. Like literally just this week alone, I had so many people ask me to be on podcasts, YouTube, TV shows, magazines. I have not had the time to get back with them. So I'm going to, and I have my team on it. I've also been expanding my team rapidly. But I will tell you the few million that I made on my own so far was mostly me as a solopreneur. And that's why I'm very, very passionate about systems. Okay. So here's a new way to make 7 figures or add an extra 7-figure stream of income. So I'd love to know in the comments, are you working towards your first 7 figures or do you want to develop an extra 7-figure stream of income? Let me know in the comments where you're at today so I can just track where you're at, speak to the crowd. This is live. This is why I come live. So yeah, let me know. Is it going to be your first 7 figures or the next 7 figures and figuring out maybe an easier, more flow, simple, systemized way of doing it? Who doesn't love systems and simplification? So I want to teach you how to build a multi-million-dollar consulting and of course hybrid business around what you already know. And again, this also touches on if you are a speaker, that's part of the hybrid. So when I say words like hybrid, it's where we're like going to combine multiple streams of income, but it can all be underneath you as the brand. Okay. So it'd be like, okay, maybe like you make $100K a year from speaking. Maybe you're making $100K from your books. Maybe you're making multiple 6 figures from a high ticket mastermind you sell, but all of it adds together. And so when you're doing your content creation, you're able to like just point people in the right directions. And that takes a strategy and a system to be able to do that. Okay. So that's what I want to teach you today. So put hybrid in the comments if you are interested in a hybrid approach to like you're the brand or you and your company is the brand and you want to bring in those multiple streams of income, but organize it. So it's not like, I'm not talking about where you got 10 offers. I'm talking about where like maybe you speak quarterly, they travel you out, you make 25K at each speaking gig. You've got your book funnel on autopilot on your website. Actually, one of my clients, so cool. She's an Amazon bestseller over and over again. She's got a book, a workbook. We put that funnel on the homepage of her website. And just yesterday, she closed another 5K pay in full client that she's done this multiple times now, moving away from therapy hourly and dealing with insurance to group coaching for couples and individuals. So there's really cool ways you can do this, but the strategy and the system needs to be there. Now, I've developed a proven done for you system that will put you on the fast track to go from 0 to 1 million in as fast as the next 6 to 12 months. Okay. And this is what I'm teaching you. This is that 5-step framework. So we're going to break it down each step. So I'm seeing first 7 figures, new author, very cool. Okay. So down here, this is how. Let's talk about how. We're going to take your business success. We're going to create a business and brand around your expertise or up level it if you're already doing this. And then others pay you to teach them your proven business systems for high ticket. And that's the jam, my friend. Okay. So before we like fully keep diving in, obviously we've already started. I do want to share, like, I'm going to treat you like a paying client, right? A high paying client, pulling this back. And again, at the end, I will give you the opportunity to get this entire system set up and scale fast. But until then, let's get started. So type the number 1 in the comments if you're ready to get started. Like, truly, we're diving in. I'm going to share just a little bit briefly about myself and why I'm very qualified to teach you this. Besides having my undergrad from Berklee College of Music and being very top in my class, winning scholarships and awards, and started at 16 years old getting paid media PR gigs, I, from the beginning, decided that this is what I wanted to do. I have my master's degree in marketing. I've helped 5+ people scale from 0 to 7, 8 figures, like 0. I personally am published and I'm a sold out books and planners and an Amazon bestseller. I've been in business over 20 years. I have 50K online subscribers. I've helped my clients and then through myself do over 40 million at this point. I've taken it's about 13,000 people through my course and coaching students. I've spoken across thousands of stages in person and online. And I've reached a global audience of hundreds of thousands through social media. And I've sold out my services in over 17 countries and counting. So I know what it takes, not just for myself, not just for coaching, but I've sold physical products this way. So wherever you're at with here, like all the things you were saying earlier that you guys do, I've helped people in your field. I've done it myself as well. So this is not theory. This is based on what works. These are some of the brands and different companies and entrepreneurs I've worked with, but I will tell you my passion truly is entrepreneurs, founders who really want to take their knowledge, their expertise, and not only blow it up for themselves, but they really believe that like what they're contributing to the world is a good thing, that you really want to change the world. So whether somebody buys from you or not, you're showing up on YouTube, you're showing up on TikTok, you're showing up on Instagram, LinkedIn, because you believe that what you're teaching, what you're training, what your expertise is truly valuable. So I want to see a big V in the comments, or you can spell out valuable if you believe what you're bringing to the world is valuable and you want more people to know about it because you know it can change the world for the better. Okay. So let's keep going. And a little bit about me personally before we keep diving into more of the training. When you don't see me working on my biz online, you can usually find me traveling, shopping at Target, or having fun with my friends and family. This was me in the Bahamas last year with my friend Cherie. This was our family summer vacation to New Orleans in Florida. My husband just retired from the Air Force after 20 years. My businesses, we've gone to go to Paris and Hawaii and so many fun places. So I really believe in this because it's helped me create this dream life that is funded by my dream business. I love what I do in business. I love my life I've created. So put life by design in the comments. Like, show me what you want. And I'd love to hear it. Let's say you made 100K the next 100 days, or you got to 500K in the next 6 months through this framework. Where do you want to go travel to first? What do you want to do first? How are you going to celebrate? Put it in the comments. Just take a moment. First one that pops it off the top of your head. Where's the first place you're going? Where are you going to go celebrate? For me, I kind of want to go see the ball drop in New York City this year with my family at New Year's. Like, I want to end the year like that. I want to get a hotel room overlooking. Me and my son actually went to New York City just like a little over a month ago at the beginning of summer. I had got invited to a private $1 million branding event with some of the top earners around the globe, all flew in, and we all got to like brainstorm, work together, talk about how personal branding scales. And it was so exciting because it's like all these things I'm already teaching people. So it was so aligned. But the point is, I want to go back with my whole family. They weren't all available, and go see that ball drop and celebrate this year. So I'd love to know in the comments right now, just dream a little bit with me. Where would you go? January 1st, you killed it. You crushed it. It's August 1st right now. We are 5 months out from the end of the year. What if you did it? And honestly, what if you made $1 million? What if you're opening your business bank account right now and you're looking down and it's $1 million? How would you celebrate January 1st? What do you want to do for New Year's Eve? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be on the beach? Do you want to be in Paris? Do you want to be in wherever you want to be? Do you want to be home? Do you want to be in a new home? So I want you to learn to dream. Actually, part of my training today we're going all strategy and tech and systems. But when you're in my 7-figure club, one of the first things we do is vision boards and goals, because if you don't know what you're aiming at, then it's hard to get there. If you don't know the why, when you're having a hard day, it's hard to push through. So that's something we definitely work on. Okay, so let's keep going. I want to talk to you about the 1% and the 99%. I'm going to share with you real stats and facts, at least based on links. So part of my master's degree was actually new media journalism, where we actually had to learn to look up data points and take your emotional self out of it, right? It's supposed to not be subjective. Like true journalism is objective reasoning, meaning like people shouldn't know your opinion. It should just be facts. So I want to share some facts with you that I hope encourage you. Okay. They're meant to be real, but to encourage you. So I'm going to share the mistakes that I see people making and why only like 1% of people ever hit $1 million. In fact, in business, and with women, it's only 0.02%. So women, that's what you're up against. And that's okay, because I'm on your side and I've done it and I can get you there too. So that's crazy, right? So the stats aren't always based on just women. They're just like more broad. So I did some digging. So the number one mistake that I see that people are making is they have the wrong business model. Almost everybody is trying to grab this whole low ticket residual thing. And there is so much misinformation out there about this that I get it. Like, it seems like, of course, that's what everybody wants. You just want to sell this $27 offer to 1,000 people a month. But what people don't realize is the stats of what it really takes to make that happen. Okay. So I'm here today to flip the stat on its head and show you why leading with high ticket, high value will change your business and life forever. And if you're somebody who also follows like Sabri Suby or Alex Hormozi or Christo, everybody says the same thing. Don't serve broke people, serve rich people, because rich people have the money to throw money at their problems, not their time. And honestly, they're typically better clients as well. Okay. So I wasn't rich coming into this. So I was still a good client because I had a good head on my shoulders and I was humble and coachable and I really wanted to learn. So I'm not saying that I don't work with people on the come up, because I do. In fact, I think I'm the top person. I've never met another person at my level that's help make as many millionaires besides Sabri Suby. Most people, when they hire people like Christo or Hormozi or different people, they already have 6, if not 7 figures, and they're trying to scale. I do have a proven system to get you from 0 to 6 and then 6 to 7. But the point is, you have to be willing to either do the work, you're going to either have to trade your time or money. And the balance of that, think of a balanced scale. If you want to spend less money, it's going to then take more of your time. So this is money and this is time. Now, if you're somebody who wants to throw more money at your problems and less time, then that's usually going to be the best fit, because then you can hire experts. Okay. But you can make it work either way. One might take a little longer, but just so you know. So how do we do that? Is we serve people who have money to invest. Let's talk about consulting or courses, because I see this all the time. Like, for example, my therapist client yesterday, I've had a lot of therapy clients or like practice practitioners, people who, whether it's doctors or therapists, psychotherapists, or even just consultants who are like, well, here's this hourly rate. These are different stats. I took this screenshot a few months ago, but essentially new consultants, those with limited experience, may charge 50 to 100 an hour, mid-level 100 to 200, experienced 200, 500, and big firms 350 or even 1,000 an hour. Okay. But I want to tell you that the truth about how many people ever actually hit 7 figures. And here's a cool thing. These stats do not determine your reality. This is just to share with you. When you see people posting, when you are trying to figure out, is there something wrong with me? There's something wrong with you. Please understand there's a lot of noise online, but very few people. That's why do you guys see in the right side of this screen right now, how it's just like a bunch of people? That's because it's BS for the most part. Just a bunch of people in the crowd saying, oh yeah, do this, do that. But who are you going to listen to? Okay. And I want to encourage you with these stats so you're like, oh, I'm not crazy. While the exact number is difficult to pinpoint, it's estimated that a small percentage of entrepreneurs achieve and sustain a 7-figure annual income. like ever. It's not even sustaining it. Okay. So it says only 9% of entrepreneurs will ever make 7 figures a year. Okay. So typically when I looked up some other stats, it was about 4% like have sustained. And out of those though, only 0.02% are female entrepreneurs. Now I see a lot of women's names here, some men too. Like, how does that make you feel as a woman? 0.02%. So in a room of 100 of entrepreneurs, it's likely that not even one woman in there, if this was 100 women, not a room of like where it's 90 men and 10 women, which is most business events I've been to, you'd have to put the 100 women in there. And it could be that not even one of them has ever or will ever make 7 figures a year. So I'm here today to tell you whether a man or a woman, I've helped people do it. And you can do it too, but it takes a process. And I wanted to share these stats and facts so that you actually can like have a real pulse on what's really going on here, because the noise online can really lie to you. And I want to give you this. Even if you charge $500 an hour, you'd need to work 45 hours a week with no breaks of time or vacations to barely scrape 1 million annually. That sure doesn't sound like fun to me. How about you? We didn't sign up to be a business owner, whether you're an entrepreneur, a founder, a content creator, all those different things. Okay, whatever area you are focused in, do you want it to feel like a ball and chain? I sure don't. And I've absolutely been there where I just felt like I was in reactive mode. I was stressed out. I felt like there wasn't enough time. And that's why systems can change your life. So I'd love to know in the comments, one, if you relate with any of this, or two, if you don't. So put a 1 in the comments if you're relating with this, or 2 if you don't. So let's just be real here. Like, where are you at? So listen, if you're new to the space, you're still an expert. Like, meaning like sometimes I talk to people and they're like, well, I don't really love social media. I don't know how to post. Well, social media isn't just a business plan, friends. It's just like a piece of marketing, whether you use it for paid or free marketing, organic. Okay. But you deserve to be paid like an expert that you are. If you've devoted 3, 5, 10, 20 plus years to learning something, to getting ahead, you deserve to be paid for that. So let me share with you how to get off this hamster wheel hustle and join the higher level 1%. Okay. So now let's talk about some other really exciting facts and stats. Okay. Online business consulting, and that includes memberships, that includes courses, that includes community. Okay. It's just growing at a rapid pace. The market value is estimated to be in the hundreds of billions of dollars, with global consulting reaching near 1.8 trillion in 2023. So there really is a gold rush, but the problem is, how do you stand out from the crowd, right? Like, let's be honest. Okay. So I'm not here to just like say the nice part. I'm like, but how do you get there? Okay. So let's talk about it. Type the number 1 in the comments right now if you are committed to figuring this system out. You're not giving up. You understand it might feel like a labyrinth right now, but you're just like, I'm in it to win it. Let's see it. Hand raises right now. Let's see what's going on. Number 1 in the comments. Number 1 in the comments. Okay. Let's see it. I got to wait for it. I'm going to wait for it right now. And I'm going to double check that my kids made it to the hair salon by themselves. I have a 17-year-old driver, and my daughter had an 11:30 appointment, which was booked after this webinar. So here we are. This is real life. How does it feel to have real life person working with you right now? Okay. All right, let's keep going. So I'm excited about $1 trillion thing, and I want to be a part of it. Okay. Here's the problem I see. Here's the problem I see with us middle-aged to senior level. And I love to work with seniors. I love to work with middle-aged like myself. I love to work with the young ones. I'm like, you get on top of that. I couldn't believe this one guy turned me down the other day. He's 23 and a real estate mogul already, but he's going to try and do it yourself. But I was like, dude, you have this opportunity to be first on the scene. I hope he'll come back. Maybe if you're watching, you know who you are. I'll never name call. That's so rude. Plus, I'm always rooting for people. They don't have to sign up with me for me to root for them. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the issue. So I went to Vid Summit a couple years ago. Okay. And I love it. If any of you guys are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, like myself, or even if you want to fly in, there's an amazing event. It's in October. It's like it's part of YouTube. And it's where like the top YouTubers and video marketers come in. It's called Vid Summit. And almost everybody there was male, and almost all of them were in their 20s. And I was like, oh my goodness. First of all, they're jumping on it because they know it's the future. So they're on it. So I'm not saying, I'm like, there's room for everybody. But what I'm seeing is a lack of females and a lack of middle-aged people who have wisdom, who are true experts, who truly have life experience because of insecurities to get on camera or insecurities around tech. But my friends, that's not your personality. Oh, I'm just not good with tech. No, that's you deciding you're not good with tech. And for any of you females keeping on saying that, that's like your husband saying, well, I'm not good at cooking, so I'm not going to cook. And you're like, bro, just learn to cook and watch Pinterest and read a thing just like I did. It's called survival. There's no excuse. If you value something, you're going to learn to do it, or you're going to hire somebody to do it. That's the whole time money thing. Okay. So that's very important to remember. So are you committed after seeing these stats? I want to know in the comments. 2 in the comments if you're committed to video. You're like, this is the wave of the future, whether it's shorts and reels and getting in front of camera. The thing about camera, my friends, is this is like your essence. So this is just a side note, but just the thing is, these young people are killing it online and they are outdoing you. And it's not because they all just look like models and they're influencers. No, it's because they're showing up and they were raised with it and they're deciding that I want to do it. And not all young people are doing that too. I work with young people that are also intimidated by camera and all that. But there is a group of them that are killing it and they're making that money and they're getting that pot of the pie, this $1 trillion industry, because they're not staying scared. Okay. So I'm encouraging you today, no matter what, please, like, you deserve to be on camera. You don't need a model. You don't need to be a certain age, stage, place. There's people in every country around the world in every phase with every kinds of budget or lack thereof that are doing it. If you have a phone and you have Wi-Fi, and especially if you have a computer, you do not have an excuse. You can get to 7 figures. So let me show you how. Let's keep going. My mission is to partner with experts and founders who have had real business experience and success and help them compete in this online $1 trillion marketplace through our proven fast track done for you systems and VIP high support. Is it your time? Is it your time? So let me share a story about Ani. So Ani had come to me. He already actually had a very successful investor and franchise business, but he did not have a brand. He did not have a personal brand, meaning like he didn't have a website with his name. He didn't have a call to action, and people were always asking him for his advice. So this is really good clues. If people are asking you for advice, I'm like, oh, could you just talk to me? Okay. So what we did was we built the brand. We built a funnel. We built a funnel to sell 2 offers. One was a low ticket offer to his course, and one was the higher ticket mastermind level. And within 8 weeks of launching, he had a 100K launch, and he's continued to scale and keep going. But I like these startup stories with this, right? So is that something you would like? Put a number 1 in the comments right now if that's what you'd like. So I want to remind you of our framework. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we're going through this, right now we're going to talk about 1. So let's talk about how do you actually create a 7-figure strategy map, okay? This is where you have to position yourself with power, trust, authority, and credibility. All right. So this is where, like, when you're showing up online, you need to know what you are talking about. And number 1, I always give people props for trying. I'm always like, yes, at least you're showing up. Consistency wins over everything. That is true. But when you have a plan for your content, as well as how to get people off your content onto your email list, which is the only asset. Please, everybody say it with me. I want you to type it in there. My email list is my number 1 business asset. Put it in the comments. It can be email/text. You can say whatever you want, but I need you to type it out. You need to remember this. My email list is my number 1 business asset. Okay. And people don't have that system. Same thing with Ani above. Like, it's great if you've got followers, if you've got likes, but getting people off social media onto your email list, your text list, the CRM, having automated follow-ups, that is what builds the trust. And on top of that, if you ever do go to sell, and not if you sell your business, I want to tell you this right now too. If you're ever looking for a TV deal, to get on a magazine, to do a podcast collab with people that all those people are going to ask you the first question: how big is your email list and how big is your social media following? I've been doing this for 20 years. Before even social media fully took off, they would ask, how big is your mailing list? Because before even the email blew up, okay, I've been around back in my day, honey. We walked uphill both ways to school. But the point is, we would set out a mailing list and I would mail postcards. All right. So this has been around for a long time. It is the piece that you control. And so 99% of people that I meet do not have it, or they're not doing it properly. Even if they have it in the back and they're like, oh yeah, I've got a subscriber list. I'm like, and how's that converting for you? How many new leads are coming through that every single day? So it's time to get like truly real. And I have an audit at the end. By the way, I've got a couple options for you, no matter which path you want to go, where you can self-audit and be like, where am I at? Like, let's get our heads out of the sand here and let's get real. Okay. Because that's what I'm teaching is the reality. All right. So the thing is that when you sell high ticket, that's an instant cash flow. Okay. Let me give you an exact example. Let's talk back about my therapy client again. So if she stays in therapy, she makes maybe $100 after insurance and different things or cancellation an hour. So that means she would have to work, let's say she works 40 hours a week. I'm just going to do some math. Let's say it averages out to 100 an hour after insurance and after cancellation rates. 100 hours times 40 hours a week equals 4,000 times 4. But really, that would be 16,000. Then that's working straight up 40 hours. That's a lot of time. I don't work 40 hours a week. I like never do. Do I think about my business a lot? Absolutely. But I'm going to the movies. I'm hitting my pool. I'm walking the dogs. I can't turn it off, but I am doing other things. Okay. Let's say you were just sitting in a chair too, talking to people and their problems. 40 hours, 16K. Get this. We created a 5K and a 10K offer for her. Just yesterday, she sold a 5K. Now she's looking at 4 of those a month, 4 hours a month, plus WhatsApp support, whatever she's texting them. Let's give it an extra hour. So we're looking at 4 hours a week times 4 is 16 hours to make 20,000. 16 hours to make 20 compared to 160 hours to make 16. You guys see what I'm saying? So, and here's the other cool part. When you then also have a course or a membership to sell on top of that, which she does because she hired me to build all these things for her, then you can take some of your money, your 20K, put a few thousand into ad money, keep growing your email list and grow the membership. So let's do this math. Okay, I'm just giving you guys the good stuff. Are you guys ready for it? Say ready in the comments if you're like digging this. Okay, so let's talk about these numbers. Okay, so if she's over there and then she sells, let's say in the next year she sells 100 that are all paying her $197 a month. That means she's now has $19,700 a month residual income from she's still serving the 20K minimum. So she's at like 40K, but this is what's crazy. That one's only an hour a week because she's serving a group at an hour a week. So if she even wanted to do away with one-to-one completely, go live wherever she wants on the horse farm, Fiji, travel. I know she just had first grandbabies, hang out with them. Now she's at a 20K month. A residual every month they're paying her. It could keep growing year after year. You guys following? Who wants a hybrid approach now? Maybe you want that 20K for that instant cash flow, 16 hours for the whole month, but then you want to grow that email list. All right, this is the magic. Okay. But the thing is, there's a lot of systems that need build behind here. Okay. And that's where we have to get those systems. And this is what I want to call you hope versus predictability. I don't want my business, my lifestyle to be a wishing well. Like, I hope it happens. I wish it would. It doesn't mean I've not had tight times. Absolutely. Also, I reinvest so much into my business because the truth is people who go all in and keep reinvesting get further and further ahead. There might be some tight times, but they get further and further ahead. So put in the comments P if you want predictability, or put H if you want hope. Let's hear it. Let's be real. Do you want hope? Do you want to wish? H in the comments. P if you want predictability. It's the truth. If you want predictable cash, then you need predictable systems and bring in consistent high value clients, whether they're the lower ticket ones or the mid-level ones or the high ticket, all of them require their own systems behind the scenes. Okay. So here's the thing. I want you to answer this right now. And again, if you end up printing out this workbook later, you can answer this. Do you have a clear path forward to 7 figures in the next 12 months or less? And just be real about it. And don't make it just yes or no. Just be like, yes, because this, and this would need to happen though. Or no, I really don't know. This is just for you. And anyone who wants to share, if you want to comment, you're welcome to, but this is about you and versus you, right? It's like the whole Rocky thing with Creed. It's you versus you, because I know I'm going to succeed, but you get to make the decision if you want to succeed. Okay. One of my other clients, a psychotherapist and therapy practice owner, like we had worked together for a few months and she still was working full time as a business owner and a therapist. But, when we tweaked her funnel and we created more of an application system, she jumped from like 10% conversion to almost 60%, which is amazing. And she had her first 5-figure month, and these were automated sales. I love me an automated sale. So this is more that one-to-many thing, because she didn't have time for one-to-one because she was already doing the full-time therapy. So what I love about these systems is whether you're working full-time in something else or even your own business, when you take the time to get your brand right, to get your systems up and running, and I teach a method that you can market your business in under 30 minutes a day on your own, and I show a do-it-yourself approach, or we do it for you. But even then, this is where you're getting leads to sales. So put a number 1 in the comments if you could definitely handle $15,000 a month without much of your one-to-one time. Put 1 in the comments if you're ready. Hey, are you guys alive out there? Here's the thing. Remember I said, I will tell you, I don't really work with people who don't engage with me, just so you know. So you absolutely can view this and you can do all that, but that's not my people. I'm a person who is going to go all in with somebody. This is energy for energy. I'm giving you actually behind the scenes. I just already mapped you guys out a way to make 7 figures if you caught it. So if you didn't, let's keep going. $1 million brand identity. Let's be honest. It matters what your brand looks like. Stop lying to yourself. It matters what you look like. And I don't mean that we have to be a certain level of model or a weight or an age. No. How do you put yourself together? How does your car look? How does your house look? Is it clean or is it disorganized and messy? And there's always room to grow, but every millionaire that I have ever mentored under, the first thing they say is get yourself together, clean your closets out, clean your car out, clean your house out, and leave it that way, because it is a representation of how you hold yourself. So now let's talk about branding. When it comes online, you have 2 seconds. In fact, you have 2 seconds in person even for somebody to make a first impression if they're interested to learn more about you or not. And obviously, if they're scrolling, there's not even that in-person pressure. So it's got to be good. And so if you're not consistent branding online, meaning the same fonts, the same colors, the same logos, then the other people who have that are going to slay you in the competition. It doesn't matter if you're better than them. It doesn't matter if you're a better person than them, because it is about how you put yourself out there. So you can just go against, I love Alex Hormozi said this in one of his books. It's you can fight human psychology or you can learn how to wield it for yourself. And only you can learn to use the power for good or evil. So it's not my job to say if somebody's good or evil, but what it is that it's the way it is. It's not going to change. It never will change. Everybody is drawn to beauty. Everybody is drawn to things that look cool. Again, it's not about being the most beautiful. It is about being the most cool and consistent and present. And even your brand could be there's this awesome person, her name's Leonie Dawson, and she talks about how she is on the spectrum and she's a genius. She is so artistic. She lives in New Zealand and her stuff is fun and she cuts her hair short. And I love her so much. It is not who I am. I love it about her. I love sincere people, and all her stuff is so artsy, but I will tell you this, it's consistent. It's always the same color. She's very much herself and we all love her for it. So here's what's really cool. You get to just walk fully in. I just love it. It's kind of like having started my career in the music business. It's very much like that. They teach you that the stage version of yourself is kind of like a magnified version, extra person of yourself. So when it comes to online branding and your business, you're going to do a lot better if you create that persona. And that's something we help our clients with. Okay. You're not alone. So what this does is it makes you magnetic, right? So whether it's the emails, the fonts, the colors, the videos, are you magnetizing your dream client? And a part of that does include luxury next level photography. Okay. It helps so much when you have the photos. When I'm designing for websites and things like that, I have to tell you, it makes all the difference on how you are perceived. It is about perception. Now, the cool thing is that's not depressing if you understand that that's just your in. And if you know you got the goods to back it up. Do you know how many people underestimate me or pigeonhole me because of the way I look with blonde hair and big blue eyes? And I kind of have a high-pitched voice, except when I sing, and then I can sing anything. But the point is, people try to judge me. Certain guys treat me a certain way, certain women, whatever. People are going to be people. But I'm going to tell you, you, show up for that authentic version of you, go at 100% and do it just for you anyway, because it's your life. All right. So question for you. Do you currently, this is a self-audit piece, have these pieces in place? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of these do you currently have in place? Put it in the comments. Do you have one? Do you have one here? You don't have to do it in this order. Just count how many you have in place already. Okay. So do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? All right. Now, Kathy was such a fun case study. She is such a talented woman. So Kathy, we met through a music group in LA, and she was selling her one-to-one tickets to songwriting because she had figured out a way to write songs for TV film, and she was already creating multi-six figures from that. But people started asking her, how do you do it? And she's such a generous person, like most of my clients, like Ani, about like investing. Everybody's asking him, how do I actually buy something? And he's like, I can't do this in an Instagram DM. Same with Kathy. At that time, it was only email. So she was creating events in Los Angeles, and she would one by one send a PayPal link. There was no automation. She'd have to reply to everybody, get the email. And I saw her process, and I was like, I'm going to reach out. So I reached out to her. I was like, hey, Kathy, have you ever heard of like personal branding and websites and funnels and like selling this online in an automated way? So one, it will help out your local stuff because you can do a funnel for that. But two is you could sell your consulting and your knowledge that you've developed all these years through an automated way to anybody in the world. Because, TV, film, these things are in like a really loud noise outside. Sirens are going by. This is a global business. And so she's like, I never thought of that. I didn't even know that was a thing. And so she hired me. I built her first branding, her first website, her first funnels. We got like 1,200 new leads, and she closed it down, man. She knows what she's doing. She put her time. So she hired me to build all the systems, but then she put her time into building an awesome course. And I set up, like, at that time it was Teachable for her. And I set up all the tech. So then all she had to do was go do the videos, and then we smashed it. She did 180K in the first 90 days, kept growing. Because of that, she got book deals, she got podcasting deals, she became a top podcaster. She called me a few years later. She sings my praises. She's so sweet. And then she hired me to be brought in for sales and funnel auditing for her next launch. And we did about 2 million in 10 days. So when you see these numbers sometimes and you don't know like the full history, it's not that like it happens just overnight, but I will tell you, there is a proven pathway there every step of the way. I'd love to know in the comments, put 2 in the comments, if 2 million in 10 days sounds good to you. How would that feel? Or even 180K in 90 days. Which one, where are you at right now with your belief? 1 is 180K in 90 days. 2 would be 2 million in 10 days. Like, where are you at in your business? 1 or 2 in the comments, please. I'd love to hear 1 or 2 in the comments. All right, so let's keep going. We're just a few minutes left. I have about 10 minutes left, and then I'm going to take any questions as well, okay? And I'm going to make this offer for you guys. So 3 is premium high-ticket offer creation. That's where, like, when you work with us in the group or one-to-one, we do it for you, where we show you how to package or repackage your expertise in a way that demands high ticket. I will tell you, this is the most misunderstood part of this whole thing. I will tell you that right now. When I audit people's pieces, their offers are typically all over the place. I would say they usually have way too many offers. There's no way to qualify leads or sales. And so that's typically an area we definitely help people with. Another thing I see almost everybody lacking, and this is such a baller way of closing, is a high ticket, like a luxury offer sales presentation. This is so powerful that like it keeps you on track, but it also helps give visuals for your prospect if you are doing a sales call, or like this, if you're doing a webinar. So see how it just helps me flow, it helps me stay on track. You've got visuals, and it takes a lot of time. I would say that sales offers and webinars take way more time to develop than even a website, but it's really powerful because it's like that one-to-many piece, or even if it's one-to-one, where if you learn how to present what you're selling in a very organized, beautiful way, the sales happen. So I hope you've learned today that sales do not happen on their own. Each of my clients made money because they implemented a specific sales strategy and funnel, or funnels, a system typically. And then we move into cash injection. Put some money symbols up in the comments if you are into money. If you are like, you understand that money gives you choices, money gives you power, and how you spend your money is your heart. And money is a great thing. It's just powerful. It's choices. It's exciting. It's what's going to pay for Disneyland for the kids, private schools, vacations, your clothes, your car. I mean, we all need money. Okay. So put a money symbol in the comments if you get it. Okay. All right. So when you put all this together, you put the Lux branding social media makeover, you put it in with the cash injection coaching. It all goes together. Okay. Some of the people that I've helped with the cash injection after consulting and building their systems, typically it's twofold. They need help building a system, or at least going through our process and using our templates. It depends, once again, cash versus time, which one you want to trade. I'll give you the offers. Okay. So Tia did 20K in about 6 weeks with me, and extra. Dr. Carol Erb, another therapist / coach and author and speaker, could not figure out how to, she really wanted to move out of, this is her right here, full-time therapy and have more freedom with her husband. And at the time she was caretaking for her mother. And she finally, just within weeks of working together, after years of trying it, passed the thousands and thousands and thousands and sold out. And it was so exciting. She's so sweet. She checks in with me from time to time. And then Claire, she is a resume and a professional, kind of HR person, but doing it consulting. And she went and made thousands and thousands instead of just hundreds. And so it makes a difference when you become a go-to expert through hosting your own podcast, virtual events, YouTube TV series, and you follow our system. And that creates magnetic messaging and marketing that attracts your dream clients and paid collaborations. For example, it's not just about clients. When you've positioned yourself in a way, you can get endorsement deals, you can get sponsorship deals, you can get free travel. It's so exciting. Okay, so I love the money symbols. I love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome. You guys are so great. So who wants not only high ticket clients and to grow your base, but what about a hotel pays you because you've got what it takes, or you get a sponsorship from a company and they're paying you 5,000, 10,000, 30,000 a month. These are real numbers. I've had some of these real numbers. So it's so fun to get extra money and you're already talking about the thing that you would talk about. So it's when you grow that email list, like I talked about at the top, that email list and that social media following, and you control the controllables, there is no stopping you. There's so many opportunities. So I'd love to know now, let me self-audit, and then I'm going to tell you about this very special thing that you guys have been amazing. Stay until the end. You're going to get a crazy offer today. So which of these cash injection content creation pieces do you need to get in place? And you could say it's 1, do you need to build an expert platform, strategic omnipresence through your website, funnels, and social media? 2, become the go-to expert through hosting your own podcast, virtual events, YouTube TV series. Or 3, build trust and credibility, leveraging social proof, media, and PR. The truth is everybody needs all 3, but I'd love to know in the comments, which ones do you need personally? 1, 2, 3, or all 3? Where are you at? And I mean to completion, and you can share that. Okay. So let's talk about the final one, which is systems to scale, done for you websites and funnels. So a few years ago, I don't know how he met. I think he got on my email list from my planner. He contacted me and he was selling. Once again, he didn't have his website in place. You might have seen his ads online. He's blown up now at this point and does really, really well for himself. But at that point, he had no online presence, similar to Kathy, similar to Ani. So one of my specialties is from the ground up, because I build brands, visual as well as the messaging, not just auditing your systems. I do audit systems and I get paid well for that, but I sure do love helping somebody rebrand or build their brand up. It's very exciting. So this is just a quote from an email. Tiana Strategies and Funnels helped my company grow 25 million in 3 years. And then we did 4 million in 2 hours this year. It's a similar approach. It's where people do live challenges. So they grow, they automate, they grow the email list, they do the sales, they have all that. And then as your email list continues to grow, you can do something like a live challenge for 3 or 5 days. You flood the marketplace, you get everybody into a group, and then you pitch it. But you have to have a one-to-many offer. You need funnels. Typically, you need some salespeople. So he had all that. And I built the first round of that for him. Well, I think he rehired me a few times. So I'm so honored that he wrote me and was honest with me about that. Sometimes people don't. So I really appreciate Carl for doing that. He's a good guy. So a luxury website is your home base. And people that say you don't need a website is ridiculous. And it needs to be a specific kind of website too. Like this whole Claude AI stuff, guys, listen, you need a CRM connected to it. My number one recommendation is Go High Level. If you get nothing else from this and you want to get my Go High Level link, it's only $97 a month. It's great. I don't make a bunch from that. I'm just saying, like, don't be playing with all these mix match things. That doesn't make any sense. If you want something that's all in one, I build people's websites and funnels and Go High Level. And it is great to have AI and stuff, but it doesn't do the job. Everything still needs customized. And every designer that I know is saying the exact same thing. A true designer, not somebody just saying, oh yeah, I like put up a thing. Cool. Okay. Like, AI could build you a blueprint for your house. Are you really going to trust that? Or do you want to hire the real architect? I actually still want a real architect. And then I'm going to need real construction crew to fix it for me to build it. Okay. So 2 is high-end list build funnels to automate new leads and sell. List building funnels. Let's put an ing there. This means things like lead funnels. Like if you went to freebiztracker.com, one of mine, or like if it's things that are always on. Evergreen means like a tree, an evergreen tree. It's always on. It's always working for you. And then there's things like live workshops, live funnels like this, a webinar funnel, or live challenges. Okay. So these are examples of different ways to market and sell. And then my favorite, though, for immediate cash flow is high ticket sales qualification funnels. This is what you need. Okay. You got to have a way to qualify people to see if they're truly serious. And now it's your turn to decide if you're qualified. Are you guys ready? Because the truth is, fast action movers are going to take advantage of this higher level invitation. The reason that I had a cloud versus the audience is like, I really relate to the whole analogy of like the eagle that was raised among the chickens. Have you ever heard this analogy? And an eagle was born and the chickens adopted it. Like they found this egg, and like its whole life, it thought it was a chicken. It was growing up. It's an eagle, but it was only around chickens. And so it would peck, it was petty, but one day it started to flap its wings. And they're like, stop doing that. Like, don't be annoying. You're so annoying. Who do you think you are? You're here with us. You're a chicken. And there was just something inside this eagle that was like, I'm not a chicken. I don't know what it is. It didn't have a mirror. It just looked around, but it started to look down. And so one day it just started flapping and it started flying. And the chickens were like, come back. Don't be like that. You're so weird. Like, who do you think you are? But the eagle had already started flying and it was too late. So my encouragement is like this higher level invitation. You know, even if you were born an eagle, you might have been hanging out with some chickens who are petty, putting you down and peck, 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 peck. And chickens are delicious to eat, but I don't think they'd probably make the best encouragers, but I could be wrong. I know chickens are also adorable and people love them, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so I want to invite you to really up-level yourself to a different way. My A2D framework will save you years, millions of dollars, and help you get results in months. Okay, it's going to help you simplify, strategize, and scale. So before we go, I wanted to give you this offer. Here's the truth. Most coaches, consultants, and course creators, or any entrepreneurs in general, never make it past 100K a year, let alone year after year, and then scale to 7 figures. And it is because of broken strategies and systems. There is a better way. There is a higher way. And I'm talking to people who actually want to get there. High ticket rinse and repeat 50K offers only require 20 sales a year for an extra 7 figures. And if a 50K offer sounds too high, you could also say it's a 20K offer with 50 sales a year. But you'd have to sell a 2K course or consulting package to 500 new buyers to make 7 figures. And this is why I say a hybrid approach is nice, because you can still be working towards that while also still making $1 million and grow this income. So here's my question for you. Would you rather focus on 20 sales a year or 500? That's almost 2 sales a day on average versus 2 sales a month. Who on here has done 2 sales a day every single day for a year? I'd love to know. But 2 sales a month, that's kind of nice to make the same amount of money. So my whole thing is like, I think people sometimes ask the wrong questions and they trust the wrong people. And so this is my invitation for somebody that's resonating with me. The truth is this too, over 10K case studies cannot be wrong. Will you invest and get my plug and play 7-figure systems and finally scale your coaching course hybrid business and create the freedom you desire? Here's the thing. You can stop competing with amateurs, beginners, and low ticket entrepreneurs. If you're an expert, charge like one. Because otherwise, remember those beginning slides about how many hours it would actually take, or a therapy, even somebody that's like been in business for 20, 30 years, you're charging pennies on the dollar when you operate your business like that. So here's my food for thought for you. If you added up all the years you've been in your niche, the education, the experience, the financial investment, why are you giving away your time for so cheap? Are you ready to up level? How many years? How much money? Add a 0. Okay, so what I mean by that is this. I would like you to answer in the question right now. This is going to be a qualifier. Like, I'm not going to take a call with you today if you're interested, if you don't answer this question in the comments. Because, like, if you can't put yourself out there, it's not going to work. So I'd like to know how much money you'd actually like to make by December 31st. Like, just put it down in the comments right now. So everybody put it down in the comments right now if you want. You can write on a piece of paper, but this is a qualifier to talk to me because I'm actually going to be opening my calendar after this call today to take some calls if you are interested in moving forward. And then I'm also going to have a fast action way for you to move forward to save 50% today only on this call right now. So put in the comments, how much money do you want to make by December 31st? You can see that I have developed a framework and it's so much deeper than this. I have Trello boards, Go High Level templates, a VIP access area with the videos, with the templates, with everything. For people like Ani, 100K in 8 weeks, Kathy, 180K in 90 days, and then a $2 million in 10 days, or Carl, over 30 million, 35 million in a few years. From international business leaders to top podcasters, best-selling authors, 7 to 9-figure franchise business owners, therapists, investors, real estate agents, entrepreneurs, any of you that are here, the only qualifier is deciding you want to do this. But I will tell you this is not for do-it-yourselfers. This is like, oh, I'm going to take this information and figure it out. Good luck. And please let me know if you do, because I've never seen somebody do it. And I've been doing webinars and stuff for over a decade. This is for high-level entrepreneurs who want to throw money at their problems and get a proven system put in place ASAP. This is where we're going to take you through the done-for-you fast track to 7 figures for coaches, course creators, entrepreneurs. You know the long list. So we're going to do $1 million business branding. We would build your website and funnels. We would help you with your irresistible high ticket. We would do your high-level social media strategy, content creation for cash injections, systems to sell and scale. Now, I will tell you, this is the done for you track, but I have a done with you track that is a fraction of the cost, okay? But if you're wanting the done for you track or even done with you, you get all this with both. So with the done with you or done for you, you get daily support the rest of this year. And then you're going to have an invite to a 2027 VIP in person with me, my YouTube studio, get interviewed, podcasting. That alone would cover this program, let alone 5 months of daily support. You're going to do a weekly one-to-one Zoom with my team. There's different people on the team, from Facebook ads to me, to strategy, to course creation, whatever it is. Like, you're going to have office hours. There's a daily chat included. You can download it to your phone. I have a custom app that is connected to one of the top sites. I've paid extra to make it the 7-Figure Club app. There's VIP in-person branding and strategy opportunities if you want to fly in or work with us in Dallas. And then there's 6 months support in our 7-figure program. Right now, because I'm doing this very special founders invitation, this typically is only an 8 or 12 week. I've decided to elongate it for you guys to help you go through the end of 2026, start and end super strong. So here's what I'm offering today only, okay? Here's the deal. There are 2 ways to buy from me. If you're on this page, and let me go share this other page really quick. Let me share with you what I mean by this. It's probably going to show me. This is the page that you're probably watching me on right now. If you put the link, join now and get instant access is the offer I'm going to show you in a second. But if you want to talk to me about the offer, not this one, about a one-to-one that's done for you, you have to do it here. There is a price bridge to talk to me because I cannot talk to people who are not serious and have not invested money after watching something like this. Okay. So here's what you can do. And I do only have 10 spots. So this is where we got to go. And we have way more people than that invited to this on this. Like this is blown up. Okay. So here's what you'd have to do. One is if you want the done with you approach, where you're in for the 6 months, what we talked about, it's $20,000. Okay. The done for you is 50 to 100K. Okay. So it depends where you're at. But here's an amazing offer I'm offering today only to people who registered for this and showed up live. Instead of at 20,000, if you want to get on a call with me and my team, it would be 10,000 today plus 10,000 next month for the done with you. So what that looks like is this, okay? You're going to scan this QR code and go to this page, and I'm going to share with you what that offer looks like in depth for today only. Or you can click on this, join now, get instant access. Okay, so let me give you that QR code real quick. Once again, take a picture of it, guys, because I'm going to walk you through this. So this is the QR code. Take a picture, or you can go to founders7figureworkshop.com/A2D order. Okay, so scan this QR code with your phone. You can check it out first. So here's the deal. Let me explain this and walk you through it. Right now, this is a $20,000 program, okay? And so if you buy after today, it's 20,000 and you're going to have to pay in full. Today I'm offering two options. You can buy it for 20,000 if you want to talk to me, ask me questions, you can do all that, but it will be 20,000, $10,000 today and $10,000 next month. But if you go to this link right now, buy today on this call, you're going to get a one pay of $997, $99997. So a little under 10,000. You're going to save 50%. Okay. This price will change after tonight. But the deal is, if you do it right now, you're also going to get a done for you branding session and complete brand makeover with me, which is a $15,000 makeover. You're going to get included in that a social media sales makeover, your LinkedIn header, your YouTube header, your Facebook header, all that will match your new branding. We're talking logos, fonts, watermarks. Again, this is a $15,000 bonus. Me and my team have made time this next month in August to get you going. You're then, this is crazy, going to get 5 months of social media marketing included. This alone is $2,500 a month. Let's do the math. This is $2,500 a month for 5 months. That means you're saving, that's $12,500 right there. That would be more than this if I invoiced you today. The social media sales makeover is $5,000. So together and these are not pulled up numbers. This is what I charge in my invoices. That would be $17,500. A done for you branding session. And then you're going to get the delivery. I just couldn't write it all down in here of your watermarks, of your logos and all that. That is an additional $10,000. So see 10,000, 5,000, 12,500. And on top of that, this is not included in the 20,000. So if you wait till tonight, you will not get any of this and it will be $20,000. But I'm offering for fast action movers the capability to go to founders7figureworkshop.com/order. And I'm going to go put this in the chat to do this right now. I've shown you enough valuable information. You've gone to my websites. You've seen me on YouTube that this is a no-brainer if you've got 10K. If you don't have 10K, that's fine. I can give you a downsell. So here's the second option for you. Okay, so I put the link to purchase now if you want the 50% off and that it's clients, $27,000 in bonuses, and you're saving $10,000. And these are not made up numbers. It is because we start August 11th in the Founders Club, and I want to fill it up with people committed to either their first 6 or their first 7 figures. That's the link right there. I will personally, and my team will onboard you Monday morning. You will get an immediate link. So you will have immediate access to our apps and all our downloads. And then you will book a call with me, and I'm going to be personally doing your branding. These are my last one-to-one spots for the whole year. I'm not taking any more one-to-one clients. So this is your last opportunity to work with us. And what the goal is one-to-one work plus taking you to 7 figures. All right. So if 7 figures feels out of reach, then reach for, I mean, you're investing 10,000. If you actually made 100, which, listen, after you talk with us and your offer, ain't no way you can't make that 100K by December unless you just don't do it. Like, that's it. Okay. So even if it's the 10K and you just profited 90,000, that's a crazy ROI. If you are interested though in our 7-figure path with the founders, here's what I'd like you to do. One, you can invest in this. And then if you decide to do the full done for you at the 50 or 100K level, we will apply the 10,000 towards that. So you're still going to get all this. So ideally, I'd like you just to take advantage of this and you can get all those bonuses because those are already 37,500 in bonuses. I don't even include those in the 100K path. So by signing up at the 10K, you're essentially buying like all that bundle. And then that holds your spot that if you do it and you want to upgrade within the next month to a done for you bigger, let's say you start making this cash flow, we would still apply it to a bigger package. So that's another thing we do with our business. All right. So included in this VIP thing is this opens the door for you to join us in Dallas in January. So let me give you, the link is in here. So I'm going to star the links so that you guys can have those in here. And let me share with you the one-to-one, if you're just like not sure about it either way, but understand this 10K, if you take a call with me, it's 20K. You're going to have to pay 10K on that call and you're going to have to pay 10K next month. And then you're not getting the bonuses. That is it for me. These bonuses are only available while I'm explaining things right now. You have a few minutes. You better go get a card. If you want a bank transfer instead, you can send me a text to my business WhatsApp. I will put that over here. But understand, I'm going to just send you what the business wire info is. I'd prefer you just to use your debit card on the 10,000. You can call your bank. So you could at least, I'm putting my WhatsApp right here for you guys. So if you're like, I'm on the card with my bank. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to walk through the other bundles and I put my WhatsApp phone number there if you want to WhatsApp me any questions. But now I'm going to walk you through while you're thinking about things. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Okay. What we're doing here is I'm trying to teach you, just a heads up, how do you sell one-to-many? And this is how you sell one-to-many. Because the truth is, people want to get on a one-to-one call are typically tire kickers. I'm providing the information. I'm in a 2,000 square foot space here. We have a YouTube studio up there. I have a space here in Dallas, Texas. So the other cool thing is, either of these paths, you can get an invitation, a VIP ticket at a discounted rate to my 2027 kickoff media deal. And we will only have room for 12 people here local. So there is so much in this that you don't even know is going to be included that I'm so excited to share with you. So if you have any questions or would like me to walk you through any of it, let me know in the comments, but let me show you a couple other things while we're doing this. Okay. So again, here's where if you want to scan the code, you're going to enter your name and information and put it in right there. It's a pay in full so that you save 50% and you get all that done for you work. That's a crazy deal. We want to help you make this ROI. Okay. We will build the entire system. And now, if you do the done for you, total done for you, you will fly out here to us if you want, or we'll work with your photographer. We will actually build all of it. So if you're like, okay, I love that you want to do branding, but instead we will have a 30-day to 45-day window. We do this fast where we build all your systems and then help you make money with it. Ads would be included in the larger package. It's really a 50 to 100K offer. This was the 21. So that's where we actually build every single piece for you, not just like the branding and the social media makeover. That's like the today's bonuses to the done with you. We actually build all this. We build your website, we build your list building funnels, like all of it's totally taken care of. Either way is going to put you on a fast track. It really is just depending on your cash flow and what you want to spend. Okay. There's two choices. You can take a horse and buggy to your success and keep trying to figure it out and piecemeal pieces together, or you can take a rocket ship. Okay. If you want, you can text Fernando. Again, that's our WhatsApp thread at 805-835-6511, and we will send you a private Zoom link to chat to see if this is a good fit. Fernando, Christian, Icy, or me, we've got 4 people ready to talk. But again, you're going to miss out on these bonuses if you require a call, but you can do it if you want. We can't wait to see which, well, 5 people, because we actually do only have 5 spots left as of right now. But I opened up 5 additional spots for 10 for today. Here is, where you can follow us. Here's the WhatsApp. Here's the different websites. Here is your QR code. And let me double check this is the exact right QR code real quick. Okay, let's go there. I'm just double checking it. I checked it ahead of time, but sometimes when I'm live on a call, I'm still like, yep, it works perfectly. And these are the kind of systems we want to set up for you. How cool would it be that you had all this set up, that you knew how to run a webinar, that you knew how to do all that? So again, I haven't checked the stats who's signed up yet, but I want to welcome everybody who's signing up. The one thing I will tell you is if 10 sign up today, what I'm going to do is a bonus welcome call next week. For those who sign up today, we're going to map out, it's a bonus one-to-one and group call that we are going to map out before Founder Circle begins. We're going to get this started right away so that you have some clear cash forward on the next level. But 10 people, all 10 spots have to be filled out for you guys to get that bonus. So if you've got any friends that you think should know about this or things like that, then reach out to me. So all your links are right there. And then there's one last thing you can do if you're kind of on the fence and you don't know what you want to do. So what I would do is this. You can also purchase and hold these specials if you purchase a one-to-one biz audit for only $97. So you just click here, $97. That's a no-brainer. I'm going to talk to you today. I'm going to text you right after you purchase this. You're going to put your name, your email, your phone. This is non-refundable, but I will apply it towards your cash, but I mean, it's $97. So if you want to do that, then go ahead and take care of that. All this is on this page that we talked about. If you want to make sure you're seeing this page, it is at founders7figureworkshop.com. Well, actually it's over here. It's this one. Let's go put it in the comments here. So this is what it looks like. Founders7figureworkshop.com/live. That's where you can get the 2 links and you can like rewatch anything. And so, yep, that's what you want to do. So again, you can join now, get instant access. This whole bundle expires tonight. Okay, it will go back to the $20,000. And if you sign up within the next hour and I see the sales coming through, you're going to get the bonuses. But after 1:00 p.m. Central, I'm deleting the bonuses. So you're still going to save $10,000, but the bonuses are going away. Okay, so that has to be in before 1:00 Central, which is 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. 11 a.m. I think. Yeah. Pacific. And then, so that's at that tab. You can reach out to me. You guys have my information. So this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming. I'd love to see you in the Founder Circle. And whether you're reaching for a 6-figure or a 7-figure goal, we have a proven step there. And let's chat. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.